Marlon Wayans is doing victory laps right now, especially after DJ Vlad tried to expose him and clown him a couple weeks ago when Marlon demanded $40,000 to do an interview with Vlad. This led to a crazy back and forth between the two, where Vlad tried to downplay Marlon's legacy, like the Wayans family is an institution in the black community. But you know what they say, success is the best revenge. And Marlon definitely just got his get back and upped his value as he did an epic interview with Club Shay Shay a couple days ago, and the numbers are going crazy, proving that everything that Vlad said about Marlon was wrong. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. So this all started when Vlad reached out to Marlon to get on his channel and do an interview. And Marlon told Vlad that he wanted $40,000 to do the interview. Keep in mind, these are all private business negotiations between the two parties. It was nothing disrespectful, nothing personal. Just business. But Vlad must have really felt the way about the price that Marlon gave, because he took those private business negotiations and made them public in interviews with other guests on his show. I mean, he literally had Ari Spears and Elliott Wilson reacting to the price that Marlon was asking for the interview. And the whole time he was doing this, he was talking down on Marlon every chance he got. Of course, Twitter caught wind of this and started talking about the interviews where Vlad was asking other guests about Marlon's price, which led to Marlon and Vlad getting in a crazy back and forth, which Vlad actually initiated after he saw Marlon respond to this tweet. So the initial tweet that kicked all of this off said, "Marlon, you a good one, because Vlad would have had to pay me $500,000 for an interview with 55% of all revenue made from the video on all platforms." Now, keep in mind with Marlon's response, this is after Vlad was dragging him across all these different interviews and getting other people to basically speak negative on him. But Marlon still showed restraint in his response to all of this as he replied to that initial tweet. "See, I tried to tell him I was giving him a deal. Oh well." And this is where I think Vlad really thought he could sun Marlon, because he shot right back at Marlon talking about numbers. Vlad tweeted, "Marlon Wayans found someone with 200 followers to agree with him. Nobody on this earth is going to pay Marlon $40K for an interview when he gets 100 to 300,000 views on any platform. This guy is really delusional." And then you can see the screenshot that he provided of recent interviews that Marlon did, all getting between 120 and 350,000 views. And that tweet made Marlon finally address Vlad directly, calling out his culture vulture, entitled type of ways, and his disrespectful behavior. He tweeted, "You mad? You unprofessional, my guy. If you don't like the number, keep it moving. You look bad. You should fall back. Mad at a black man stating his number, and now you go public and use your platform to try to drag me. I never in my life dealt with this silly negotiation tactic." With Vlad replying, "Not mad at all. I find this all amusing because you really think that you're worth $40,000 for an interview. I said there's nobody on this earth willing to pay you that, and I have yet to be proven wrong. Throwing out a stupid ass number for an interview is unprofessional, my guy, because your interviews don't even make 5% of that on any platform you do. And bringing up race when there's no mention of it at all throughout all of our discussion shows how weak of a man you really are." This tweet right here says a lot about how Vlad sees guests on his show who are predominantly black. For one, he has no clue how much Marlon gets paid to do interviews on any other platform. And being mad at Marlon stating his price is crazy. That's what he thinks he's worth. And who is Vlad to say he's not? He can only say what he's willing to pay him or what he's not willing to pay him, not what he's worth. And Vlad saying Marlon is weak for bringing race into the conversation, when in fact Marlon is a black man that knows his worth may not be respected as much as a white person's would be. And this whole scenario is a perfect example of that. I doubt Vlad will be crashing out and publicly trying to tarnish somebody's reputation if it was a white person saying how much they wanted, whether Vlad agreed to pay them that much or not. Vlad is a white man trying to publicly bring down a black man, all because he doesn't believe Marlon is worth the amount that he's requesting. The irony in that is crazy to me. And Marlon responded, "So yes, this has become about race. You trying to turn us into crabs in a barrel. I see your angle now. I watched you play your hand. You want us to talk shit, beef, and tear each other down while you sit back and make money. Meanwhile, you don't even show your face," which is 100% facts, because why else would Vlad be bringing a private negotiation not only to the public, but to other guests on his show, again, all black, to talk about how crazy Marlon is for requesting that number or demanding that number to do an interview. It seems like he's literally trying to be divisive, trying to divide and conquer and turn people against Marlon and turn his own people against him for no reason. And as these interactions keep going, it seems like Vlad is getting madder and madder as he responded to Marlon. Not only do I show my face, but when I do interviews on the same platform as you, more than twice as many people watch. Here are the actual views when we did The Breakfast Club 1 month apart. You reached your peak 20 years ago and have been on a decline ever since. There's nothing wrong with that, but you seem to think that this is still 2004. I've been dropping facts and actual numbers this entire time, and all you can do is play the lame-ass race card in response. So keep looking in the mirror and lying to yourself about who you think you are. The numbers don't back that up. So again, even in his tweet, you see him trying to diminish Marlon's legacy, as if Marlon Wayans' impact is determined by a single Breakfast Club interview. But Marlon wasn't done at all. He responded, "I see why you don't show your face. It's ugly. That ugly ass beard. Shit don't look real. You look like you in disguise. Shit look like you take it off like it's some Mr. Potato Head shit." And he keeps going. "See, Vlad, this is the moment you've been begging for. I asked you to leave me alone. Let it go. But you want to kick a bee's nest. You can't compete with me, bro. I am legend. And occasionally I'll come off the throne and spar with peons like you. Keep going. There's levels to this shit." And then he tweeted, "Here's why your platform is beneath me. I am legend, bro. That's just the beginning." And I think this is where internet meets reality. Marlon Wayans' filmography is deep. He's actually in one of my favorite movies with Pac, Above the Rim. And I think that came out back in 1993. And he was in Mo Money before that. I want to say that was like 1992 or something like that. Marlon has been on screen in really good films for over 3 decades. Like, you can't diminish this man's legacy, and you see it here. $1.14 billion at the box office shits on any numbers Vlad is talking about. But Marlon didn't stop there. He just continued with the jokes and facts, and he even took advantage of the attention in the situation by plugging that he was going to be doing an interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay, and then posted a link to his upcoming tour. And after all this back and forth, while doing an interview with academics, Vlad finally admitted that he was in his feelings about Marlon demanding such a high price, and he admitted that he overdid it by asking all his different guests about Marlon's price. He actually apologized. But I definitely think by that point the damage was already done. Vlad basically went on a press tour trashing Marlon for absolutely no reason. And I don't think anybody was ready for the numbers that Marlon's Club Shay Shay interview was about to do. At the time I'm recording this, that video already has 2.8 million views in 2 days, and it was trending on YouTube. And they already started clipping up the interview, and those videos are doing good numbers as well. So even if Club Shay Shay paid Marlon the $40,000 fee that he wanted from Vlad, Shannon Sharpe is still getting a bag. And on top of all of that, it was a really dope interview. It was cool to see Marlon go through his history, talk about his relationship with Pac, his family, some of the ups and downs he's gone through, like basically going broke after In Living Color ended, and coming up with the Wayans Brothers show. Also really like that he included where the smoking joke from Don't Be a Menace came from, because it was actually something that he's seen in real life. At the end of the day, it was just a great interview, and I'm really glad Marlon stood on business when it came to Vlad. More black people, artists, celebrities, whatever, need to know their worth and not get pimped on platforms that don't even respect them in the first place. So yeah, for all that shit that Vlad was talking, Marlon called him out, put him in his place, and did his numbers, coming out on top of their little beef. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.